Yeah, welcome back. Bonus midweek video review. This is in response to some requests I'd had from readers. You may have seen some comments I made on social media. I'm starting to do some little mini reviews, not full featured reviews of guitars. Not all sorts of guitars, not the big ones, not things like that, but rather the sort of crossover instruments like mini travel guitars, parlour guitars that represent not much of a step up from a baritone ukulele and maybe of interest to ukulele players. This is the first one I've taken a look at. This is the Aria ASA-18H Parlour Mini, and it's not a lot of guitar at all actually, and if you want some comparison, this is my Dreadnought. So the body on this one is really not much bigger than a baritone, really not much bigger at all. Longer neck than a baritone. Baritone scale tends to be about 19 inches. The scale nut to saddle on this 22.8 inches. The scale on that Dreadnought 24.75, so it's kind of halfway house. Obviously you got 6 strings, which is more to contend with, and a lot of people say they don't want that, but bear in mind there's a lot of ukulele players who play guitar leles with 6 strings, and because they've got nylon strings they tend to be 48mm wide at the nut. This is 42mm wide at the nut, so actually quite narrow on the nut to play because of the steel strings. It's a very cheaply made instrument. It's a cheap price. It's 119 quid, and this is made of all laminate sapele, not particularly attractive I suppose, no binding or decoration bar this etching around the sound hole, which you know I don't like. Rosewood slot pin bridge with plastic compensated saddle, relatively tidy inside, not much more to say, don't know what the neck's made of. Fingerboard is rosewood, some horrible polish that's not been taken out here, and these tuners are appalling geared tuners which got loads of play in them, not very nice at all. Now, parlour guitars tend to be, I'm going to find my clip-on tuner. Parlour guitars tend to have a sort of a thinner sound because they've got much less real estate in the body. I don't know what the strings are in this one, they don't specify. This one is particularly thin sounding, and these tuners are horrible. And there's not a lot of bottom end. I'll just play you a chord on the Dreadnought. I know this is really unfair to do, this is a Gibson Dreadnought, but in terms of breadth of tone, so loads of sustain, that's all solid wood you see, and it's unfair for me to make that comparison because this is £120, but not a lot of tone to it, but as a travel guitar, see it plays up the neck, not bad. This one's going up for sale if you're in the UK, you'll get a saving on this one. There's not a lot to say about it really, it's pretty basic build, it's all laminate as I say, but it's only 120 quid, some scruffiness here and there, quite a thin lifeless tone, maybe string change would help, don't know. But do you know what, the reason I'm mentioning this one is because it feels in the body like a baritone, and that nut width at 42 is not much bigger than some, it's smaller than some guitar leles. So if you played a guitar lele and you played a baritone, so guitar lele you've got used to having 6 strings and a much wider nut, and if you're playing a baritone you're used to this body, why not give something like this a go? The Aria ASA-18H Parlour Mini, not going to set the world alight, but it's a really entry. You don't get a lot of guitar for 100 quid. 120 quid, but actually there's something kind of like about it. Cover it with stickers, play it down the campfire, take it camping, throw it in the back of the car. There we are. That's the first one. I've got a few more of these coming over the weeks. Nothing particularly earth-shattering. I'm not spending big money on them, because if people are ukulele players looking to dabble and just try out, they don't want to spend loads and loads of money. So this one I thought fit the bill, but I've got some very unusual stuff coming your way as well soon. Back on with the ukulele reviews this weekend. Don't worry, they are going nowhere. Weekends are for ukulele reviews, and that's what GotAUkulele is all about. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Thanks very much for your support. I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.